Hey YouTubers, thanks for joining me in another video with random chemistry. In this video, I just want to give a quick introduction to molar mass. Okay. When you think of the word mole, you can compare it to the word dozen. Both of them are just units of measure. So if I have 1 mole of something, it just means I have 6.023 times 10 to the 23rd power particles of that something. So for example, if I have 1 mole of sodium, that's how many particles I have. You can equate that to the word dozen. No matter what I have a dozen of, I will always have 12. If I have a dozen eggs, 12 eggs. If I have a dozen donuts, I have 12. Same thing for a mole. Regardless if I have 1 mole of sodium, or 1 mole of carbon, or 1 mole of carbon dioxide, it means that I have this many particles of that formula. Alright, so the molar mass is equal to the atomic or formula mass, but the unit is going to be changed to grams per mole. You can find the atomic mass, or the formula mass, by looking at your periodic table. So, let's do an example. Let's find the molar mass of sodium. To do that, we need to look at the periodic table and we need to find its atomic mass. So if you look at your periodic table, they should all be the same, but mine says 22.989. Depending on your instructor, you need to ask how you would like them to round. Mine has always said round to the nearest tenth, and when you round that up, it's going to round up to 23. So if I wanted the atomic mass, it would be 23 AMU, because that's the unit for atomic mass units. But because I want it to be the molar mass, the unit changes to grams per mole. So the molar mass of sodium is 23. An idea that I want to introduce now is something that's called conversion factors. And what this means is that this can also be written as this. 1 mole of sodium is equal to 23 grams of sodium. It can be written like this, or it can be written like this. 23 grams of sodium is equal to 1 mole of sodium. So these right here are what you call conversion factors. And you will definitely see them in my later videos when I talk to you about dimensional analysis and finding and solving other equations. Alright, so let's find the molar mass of another formula. This time we'll do sodium chloride, NaCl. So this is going to be the same thing. We're going to look at our periodic table and we need to find the atomic mass of sodium. So the atomic mass of sodium is 23. And we also need to find the atomic mass of chlorine. So the atomic mass for chlorine is 35.5. And then you would need to add these together. And this would give you 58.5. So this would be the formula mass if I put AMU, but if I put grams per mole, then this would be your molar mass. So the molar mass of sodium chloride is 58.5. Okay, one more example of finding molar mass. We'll do carbon dioxide, which is CO2. You'll do the same thing. You go to the periodic table and you find the atomic mass of carbon, which is 12, and you find the atomic mass of oxygen, which is 16. But because there are 2 oxygens, you need to be sure to multiply it by 2. So 16 times 2 is 32. And then we add. So 12 plus 32 is 44. And because it's molar mass, it's 44 grams per mole. Alright YouTubers, thank you so much for joining me during this video with random chemistry. Please comment, like, subscribe. I really want to hear from you. If there's any material that you specifically want me to cover, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. Thank you again for joining me, and we'll see you next time on Random Chemistry.